Progress is greater than trophies. Let's talk about winning, because I think a lot of young athletes have the wrong definition of what winning actually means at your age. Here's what most people think winning means: having the best record, getting the most trophies, being the star player, beating everyone. Here's what winning actually means at this stage: getting better, learning new skills, staying in love with your sport, building good habits, becoming more resilient. Progress is what winning looks like right now, not trophies. I know that sounds different from what you've been told. We live in a culture that celebrates results, championships, awards, rankings. And those things are fun. If you win, great, enjoy it. But if you make those external results your definition of winning, you're setting yourself up for problems. Think about everything we've talked about in this series. Remember when we discussed how elite athletes don't start elite? They build toward it gradually, through years of development. If you're focused only on results right now, you're missing the whole point of what this stage is about: building the foundation. And remember what we talked about with loving the game? When winning becomes the only thing that matters, when every game feels like your worth is on the line, the joy drains out. And without that joy, you won't last long enough to reach your potential. Here's the first problem with focusing only on results: you can't always control them. You can play great and lose because the other team was better or got lucky. You can work hard all season and not win a championship. If winning means only external results, you'll feel like a loser even when you're actually improving. Second problem: early success doesn't predict later success. Some athletes win a lot when they're young because they're bigger or faster than everyone else at that age. But those physical advantages don't last. If they haven't developed actual skills and work ethic, they struggle later. Meanwhile, other athletes lose more early because they're competing against kids who are physically more developed. But they're building skills and resilience and that competitor mindset we've been talking about. And often, they end up being more successful long-term. Third problem: focusing only on results creates pressure that actually hurts performance. When you're thinking, "I have to win," you play tight and scared. When you're thinking, "I want to compete hard and see how much I've improved," you play free and confident. Remember what we discussed about fun being a performance strategy? You can't access that if you're terrified of losing. So, what should you focus on instead? Focus on progress. Can you do things now that you couldn't do 3 months ago? Are you handling challenges better? Learning new skills? Bouncing back from mistakes faster? That's winning. That's what success looks like at this age. Think about what we covered with mistakes being data. If you're only measuring success by wins and losses, every mistake feels like proof you're failing. But if you're measuring success by progress, mistakes are just information about what to work on next. They're part of the process. Examples of what real winning looks like: last season, you were scared to take shots. This season, you're taking them even though you don't make all of them. That's progress. That's winning. Last month, that move didn't work in games. This month, you're executing it successfully. Progress. Winning. Last year, you would get frustrated and give up when things got hard. This year, you keep competing even when it's difficult. Progress. Winning. You used to only practice what you were already good at. Now you're working on your weaknesses. Progress. Winning. Notice none of those are about trophies or records. They're about your development. And think about the confidence we discussed, how it comes from reps, not praise. When you focus on progress, you're building real confidence based on actual improvement. That's the kind of confidence that lasts. Here's another way to think about winning. Did you get better as a player and as a person? Did you learn something? Did you grow? If yes, you won, regardless of the score. This doesn't mean you shouldn't try to win games. Of course you should compete hard. Of course you should want to win. That desire is what makes you work hard and improve. But the game result is just feedback about where you are right now. It's not a verdict on your worth or your future. The real measure of success is whether you're trending upward over time. Tune in for part 2, where we'll talk about how to find wins in every situation, why this mindset actually helps you win more games, and how to tie together everything we've covered in this foundation stage.